Hello, this is Aire. I'm doing something a little different off the beaten path. I'm doing one of my little empath relationship readings. Just on just basic human interaction. It's not a body language thing. It's more based on, how I see people interacting in general, how they look at each other and what they say. That gives you clues about how they feel about each other. So I was watching a bunch of Comic-Con panels on Avengers, and I was watching this one, Salt Lake City 2015, and I was just really struck by the chemistry between Chris Evans, who's sitting next to Anthony Mackie, and Hayley Atwell. And she's late, you won't see her. She's about to arrive in like another minute. But I was really struck with their chemistry. And I thought this is great because I get so many reading requests to, how does this person feel about me? What are they thinking? And this is a great demonstration of how someone responds when they really like you, especially a hunk like Chris Evans. How does he respond when he's around a woman he really likes? And so this might actually be useful for some of you. So I'll just do a quick rundown as the video plays, and you can always just rewind it back. But a couple things you might want to pay attention to is definitely not only how Hayley Atwell is comfortable with herself. She doesn't give Chris a lot of attention, but she's still friendly. But also note how Chris is always trying to get next to her and be around her. So here she comes. So yeah, she's very comfortable in her own skin, and she's a very professional actress. Builds on the audience's excitement. But I thought it was interesting how she just came out and was, just very excited, exuberant. Um, and then she gives him this wonderful hug that is very tight. She teases him, flirts with him, but he holds on to her. He doesn't want her to go, teases him a little bit. And you should always feel comfortable with someone in a relationship where you can do that. You can tease them a little bit, you can be teased, and everyone's okay with it. No one's taking anything the wrong way. And then he gives her that big hug. She soothes him, and he lifts her off the floor. Those are the best hugs, by the way. But if you again scroll back, note how she gives him that caressing touch, and Chris just can't get over himself. He's running his hands through his hair. He's feeling good. He can't stop looking at her, because someone that he really, really likes is here. He can't take his eyes off of her. So just a few hints before I go to the ending here. The body never lies, for one. And then two, you can tell they both had a very close shared experience because they were both making Captain America First Avenger together. And Chris always said he's always had tons of anxiety about these things. So it's really interesting that this shared experience making a movie, they got really, really close. And that's what you need to think about as well. As far as whether a person likes you, do you have a really strong shared experience? And a little while back, Chris even says, is his mom there? This is around 3:10. So yeah, that tells you right there that he really likes her. He associates her with his mom, a close friend. And once again, this is one of those subconscious things that I don't think he staged or anything like that. It was just like, wow, she's a person that I really trust and feel comfortable with. Is my mom here too? So he's really close with her. And it's clear that in the past, they had a lot of valuable shared experience with each other where they learned how to get close, they learned how to be friends, all of that good stuff. So if you go to the ending, watch how Chris tries to just hang around. He doesn't want to leave without her. So he's about to say goodbye, and again, he connects with Hayley, he looks at her, but he's going to be very reluctant to leave without her. And it's not until she starts to stand up that he starts to stand up. So you've probably seen videos on this when someone mirrors your body language. But when he realizes that Hayley's not leaving yet, he's going to stick around, and they're asking them to stay for press pictures. So they're going to take the press pictures. Anthony Mackie will stay and finish the press panel, but Chris and Hayley are going to leave. But watch how he's always, after they take their pics in a few seconds, he's going to wait around, but Hayley is actually going to walk past him. You know, like she's done, she was happy, you know, she came on stage, she did her thing, but now she's just ready to go, and she doesn't even stop to wait for Chris. And Chris has to, again, you know, get her attention and ask for more contact with her. So here's where it kind of happens. She just walks off stage. She's not even, you know, waiting around or giving that psychic energy to him. And that's also important, because that happens all the time, where if you're so focused on a person and you're so, you know, you're overthinking how they feel about you and all of that, people can feel that, especially when they're around you. They can feel when you are completely focused on them and you're completely insecure about who you are. But it's pretty interesting how Chris sort of beats a path out to follow Hayley. He's ready to go. So I just thought I'd share this with you. And if you're interested in getting a relationship reading, go to tarotbyaire.com, and relationship readings are $15. And I'd be more than happy to look into the dynamics of what's going on with your partner. Thank you so much. It's good to be on YouTube again, and I wish you love and light.